Before we get into DJ Miss Tan's story, this was recorded in February of 2020. This was the first interview recorded in person. And we all know what happened around that time, right? That'll be on the next and last episode. I say this to inform you that things might have changed a tad. More accolades have been added up for Tan, so this story is coming from a moment in that time. Enjoy.
See, there's two DJs. One that plays good music that you wanted to hear. The other one is he or she plays good music you didn't know you want to hear. That's what I'm going to leave you with.
Oh, my God.
Think about it. I'm the second.
The Beyonce of DJs. I love it.
Yes, me too. I just came up with that too.
That's the power. Yeah, I'm about to say that's a tagline. Please use it somewhere.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Now you gonna really have people hating me now.
Nah, fuck it. I don't care. All right, decent spot for an intro. Here we go. DJ Miss Tan, actress, event planner, host, social media manager, artist consultant, podcaster at Miss Tan Talks. She's a notary and a DJ. And not only a DJ, the Beyonce of DJs. Tan has been a friend for a great minute. Like, from life talks to our sons hanging out friend. When I was DJing every weekend, Tan was one of those people that came through my house literally to pick up my son DeJuan so he and her son Jacoby could do teen things. From that, I respected her. But as she eased back into the music world, seeing her grow was all respects too. And the backstory is even better.
I don't think anybody knows this. I went to school for radio and television. So, but I had Jacoby when I was my last year of college. So with radio, you got to travel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I got a radio job right after college, but then I had a newborn baby. And I was at Q105.7 here in Jacksonville. It was a Black-owned station. And I was in the morning show. So you get up at 4 a.m., you got a little baby. It just don't work. So then another affiliate wanted to pick me up. And so me and my baby couldn't move. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So I gave it up.
Here come the kids coming to sprinkle their little inspirations on you about your dreams and stuff.
And fast forward, I used to do karaoke for the family and for my kids and radio. And one day my son, he was like, Mom, I want you to DJ, because he's Pop Warner, for me. And I was like, nah, baby, that's kind of past. I done, I'm too old now. And he was like, my friends think you're cool. And I was like, you think so? And he was like, yeah, I want you to do my birthday party. And because of him, I got back into it.
Boom. So Tan is back in motion with what she loves. After a few parties, events, and some karaoke sessions, Tan received an invitation to a party to DJ. She was invited to a tryout, and she was called out for being a DJ. I stand to be corrected, but I'm sure she was called out for being a female DJ.
And they go, oh, hey, this is DJ Miss Tan. She say she a DJ. I was like, oh, God, what's happening here? Wow. So it was females like, oh, you a DJ? Oh, get up and rock. And I was like, no. I don't have my laptop. I was like sweating under my arms. I was like, this is not happening. I'm about to be embarrassed. Yeah. And they just kept on, go, show us what you can do. Show us what you can do. And I was like, Lord, if I get up here on this man's stuff and mess up, that I'm going to be a laughing stock. You know what I'm saying? But I got on that computer, and it's giving me chills every time I think about it. And I rocked the house. For the first time in my DJing career, I had to type in and find some music, and I learned that I knew what goes with what and how it worked. And everybody was just crazy from that point on.
Nevertheless, she passed the test, and in 2017, she was given the green light to join Fleet DJs.
Then, it went on and they was telling me about the Fleet DJ. So I was hooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what it was. For me, it has been nothing but lucrative. It has been nothing but, meeting other DJs across the nation when I travel. If it's a DJ there, I know what's going on. It has its ups and downs, just like family, because people is people. You know what I'm saying? It has its drama, just like family. But for the most part, joining Fleet has been phenomenal for me.
Miss Tan had found her tribe, and from the outside, things looked it on the up.
Since then, I mean, hey, I've DJ'd in DC now. You know what I'm saying? I just had opportunities. We have DJs in Hawaii. I'm about to go visit.
Miss Tan was doing her acting gigs, which she's great at, and I had the honor to share the stage and screen with her a couple times. She was doing her DJ gigs. Life was moving pretty cool until a tragedy happened. In 2018, her son Jacoby was murdered. Before I go further, this isn't a lean at all. The story shows perseverance, so all due respect. Also, I want to send a personal rest in power to Jacoby. Like everyone else that deals with unfortunate things, DJs have to do the same. And it's a choice that we make to continue with the business and the freedom side of DJing. I feel as if Tan made a conscious decision to continue what her son inspired her to do. And for me, that says a lot. So I'm hoping the listeners of this will see it the same. Honor as you may.
I think, to be honest, you would think that it affects it, DJing affects it in a negative way, but DJing is what helps me survive. So for 4 to 6 hours at a time, I don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? I get to make other people happy. With the grief, however, when I have to prepare, sometimes I don't want to do it anymore because of the effort it takes. It was effortless before then, because now sometimes I have hard time remembering songs, or I have to literally really do a playlist so I can remember what I want to do for that event. Before, I could just pull stuff out my head. Yeah. But the cloud over my heart clouds my mind sometimes, and I can't remember. And I don't think people can even think that that's what's happened. And a lot of times I get ready to play a song and I can't even remember what it was. I have to go to my phone and Google it because it just doesn't come to me anymore.
Yeah. I'm a music fanatic, if you haven't realized that by now. So I know how music can keep one spirit going. Now, this is something DJs and Miss Tan specifically leans towards.
Music is the catalyst to my soul. It can make me grieve. It can make me happy. But when I'm DJing for other people, I am just not there. I'm there for them. It's DJ Miss Tan. Tanya, the grieving mother, is not there. Just the music. And I say, that little boy encouraged me to do something that was in my heart because he knew, or God knew, I was going to need it when he was gone. Yeah. So that's the good part of DJing.
We had more dialogue after speaking on how DJing helps her move forward. We talked about the percentage of women that hold jobs in the industry, taking requests, which she's cool with, and I'm not.
Now, a request, me and you are different on that. I love requests. I love making the crowd happy.
And we caught up on life as well. Of course, we also talked about women and gender-expansive DJs. So I asked her if she had anything she wanted to state about women and gender-expansive DJs.
I want to leave the people with, if I left a legacy of DJing for females, since we're focusing on females, it's just give them a chance. Females can play the same song that a male can play, and it'll come across different because it is a female. Females think differently than men. Nothing against male DJs. Just the way we think about songs. Remember, we're emotional. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, to be honest, I think we can read a crowd better. That may be just my personal opinion, but because we are female, we have the ability to read our crowds a little better. I remember you had something that said, oh, I got you something that says music is my religion. And it heals, it hurts, it makes you happy, it makes you sad. So what I would want my legacy to be is that for 4 hours at a time, I made people happy.
All respects given. Miss Tan is still building her legacy by winning multiple awards by being a DJ and also doing the acting. She also has an organization that's in dedication to Jacoby, and seems like the grandbaby is keeping her busy. Nevertheless, we salute you, Miss Tan. So is it right to say that you're the queen of Fleet DJs?
Of course. I can't. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, you see my crown. You know, they even if they hear me say this, they're gonna like that's Tan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Every party we have, it's my birthday, so I celebrate my birthday at every party. Right. Were you there? Yeah, for the Big Boy concert. Yeah. You remember when I got on the stage?
Yeah. I think that was no, that was in like May.
So they saw me up there. They was like, "You are out of control."
Yeah, her birthday's in September. I'm like, "Come on, man." But so, I was like, "It's Big Boy. You already know how we connect with that."
So yeah, I will wear that title proudly.
Okay.
And let them tell me differently. Darn it. But they won't. Yeah.
You'll hear more from Miss Tan in some upcoming episodes. Let's take a break.